think about what's happened in our country. The level of vicious, vitriolic attack. When Donald Trump says that his political opponents are the enemy within, and when he contemplates deploying force against them, the response that we all have should not be to be so afraid we don't act. It should be vote him out, defeat him, vote for Vice President Harris.
That was Vice President Kamala Harris and lifelong Republican Liz Cheney campaigning together earlier this week in battleground Michigan. It was really incredible to watch these two cross party lines, extremely divisive party lines, to preserve and protect the Constitution and celebrate what they have in common, which in this case is love of country. Another thing they have in common, each was honored on the Forbes and Know Your Value 50 over 50 lists. Here to discuss, the vice chair of Forbes and Know Your Value's 3050 Summit, Huma Abedin, and executive vice president and chief People, Policy, and Purpose Officer of Cisco, Fran Katsoudas. Fran, by the way, made our 50 over 50 list in 2022. You know what I've decided after seeing Liz and Kamala? I've decided, and I had already been there, 60 is the new 40. 60 is the new 40. So, Huma.
Would that make you 20?
Exactly. But it is, I'm telling you, in every way, especially with healthcare and science catching up. So, Huma, how do you, first of all, I just want to know your mindset watching these two women on stage campaigning together, especially considering the community that we celebrate.
Well, you know, in the context of our list, you think about the 50 over 50 list, which, Mika, you started. It's women who are changing their careers, pivoting, doing different things. And who would have thought that it would be two women who are going to be saving our democracy as part of this conversation? I mean, to go from a time that I remember in the 90s where you could have different opinions and come together and solve problems, it is going to take these two women having these very courageous, difficult conversations, because it's not about having different political perspectives. Yeah. It's about defending our Constitution, which is ultimately what was that about. I found it really inspiring and encouraging. Yeah, look forward to the luncheon today. We're going to be celebrating our honorees at this really kind of pivotal moment in history. Current and former honorees. We're going to have Brooke Shields and Susie Orman. And Fran, you're coming. You've been a supporter, but you've been at Cisco for over 25 years.
That's right.
And that's most of your career. And in terms of personal experience, what do you think the most significant gains have been in our generation for women? And if you want to add the most concerning challenges, I could add with that if you wanted to.
So, you know, when I look back on 25 years, it's fascinating because where I started in the company was at the entry level. I was a contact center agent. And I remember how I felt treated by the company, which was really positive. And what it came down to is leadership. And I think for so many of the conversations we're having, we're really talking about the leadership. And does someone early in their career, someone that doesn't have a ton of experience, do they feel seen? Do they feel like they can have impact, that they're valued? And so I would say that was a pretty amazing starting point. But then I look back and I remember, and I think it was like 12 years ago, I happened to be at an executive leadership offsite. And there was 2 days of meetings and there wasn't a single woman on stage. And I remember it made me stop and ask, is this the right place for me? And it's just a reminder how important it is for us across every industry, every forum, to see women in leadership positions and to know that it's possible. And I fast forward, you know, Chuck Robbins became CEO over the last 9 years. Our executive leadership team has been 50-50 men and women, which is so very important, and I think tells people that it's possible. And I would say, Mika, we always have more work to do, but you start first with the understanding that you want to have full participation. You want people to feel like they're seen and they're heard. And with that, I think you can do so much.
And that's how you lead. Huma, the luncheon, it's sort of the beginning. It's our kickoff to our countdown to International Women's Day. And it seems to me that the power in this community is more vital than ever before, especially given the health of women right now is being severely impacted by the fall of Roe in ways that I think even some Republican women were surprised. I think we'd never seen it. We have women in dire circumstances. So talk a little bit about the luncheon today, but overall the countdown to International Women's Day that we are doing as a community, how it's probably even more vital than ever.
The women that you gather in this room are women who most of us have never heard of. We should know each and every one of their stories. To your point about we're going to have Democrats and Republicans in the room. This is not about,
of course.
This is not partisan, but these are about women's stories and lives, about protecting women's health care, everything that's at risk, and showing that there are women that are doing different things in their lives leading up to International Women's Day, celebrating. We're looking forward to going back to Abu Dhabi in March to champion the work that a lot of these women are going to do and to hear about at a global level. But the women in the room today are leading the way, and we need those voices and their work now more than ever.
Fran, your best piece of advice you could give to a woman at this moment in time, what would it be?
I would say the best piece of advice is that we are best when we are speaking our truth, when we are passionate. I think it's so easy to feel like we're on our heels in so many ways. And I think using our voice is, I think, how we find that balance and to feel like we're participating.
We are using our voices, that is for sure. Huma Abedin, Fran Katsoudas of Cisco, thank you both very much, and we will continue.